Good morning, everyone. My name is Sanjeet, and I am with Aditya, and we are from Computer Application Branch. Today, we are presenting on the topic RDBMS, or Relational Database Management System. Before we begin, let me ask quick questions. Do you know how Instagram stores millions of users of data? How the banking system keep track of our account balance? How college management system handles thousands of students data? How modern application retrieve data so fast? By the end of this presentation, you will understand what databases and database management system is. What is the difference between file system and RDBMS? What is transaction and ACID properties? And modern databases like vector database and NoSQL database. So let's get started and understand what data is. Data is nothing. It's unorganized facts and figure. Here we can see the age and name is unorganized data. And when we organize this data in a logical manner, this will become databases. And then what DBMS is? DBMS is nothing, just a tool or a software that helps us to perform CRUD operations: create, update, delete, and read. Now I would like to call Aditya for further explanation.
Good morning everyone, I am Aditya. Now I will explain the further topics. The most important topic, that is file system and DBMS, how different from each other. When we talk about file system and DBMS, the file system has multiple drawbacks, like file system follow a traditional way to store data in multiple files and folders. While DBMS has a normalized and has a software which like DBMS, which stores the data in multiple table-like structures and modern approach which connects each other. When we talk about most important characteristics of file system, the first characteristic is data redundancy and inconsistency. That means file system has higher data redundancy and has inconsistent way of storing data, while DBMS has minimal redundancy, which it is due to we use DBMS has multiple keys like primary key and foreign key, which gives reference and connects tables with each other. Now the next is data isolations. In file system, the data is isolated and dependent to each other. That means when we need to change multiple files for a specific changes, like if we change customer address in billing, then it could not be changed in its from invoice. Such like that. Next is limited data sharing. In limited data sharing, that is a important drawback. That is when we edit some specific file, we cannot parallelly edit another file. Now in DBMS, it has a high data sharing. That means we can parallelly changes data with different users at the same time from the same table due to connectivity. Now another is difficult backup and recovery. In file system, we need to backup manually different files and folders one by one, but in DBMS we can easily backup by using dump like commands. Here, integrity issue is one most important drawback in file system, which is solved in DBMS. Integrity issue, that means we need to connect multiple things and multiple changes at us for the same things. I have already given example when we change customer address in billing, when we need to again change its same thing in invoice. As same like that in data integrity and consistency in DBMS as solved. Now, limited security. File system has limited security approach. That means we need to secure manually, but DBMS has reverse security, which is secured by the software. Now, in short, we can say file system works for simple small scale needs, while DBMS is used for large scale and for the higher demands of higher growing data needs. Now, moving to the next slide. Now, here we can see different RDBMS keys which helps RDBMS to be connected to each other and decrease data redundancy. We already know that RDBMS has minimal data redundancy, which is due to these keys. Here you can see, this is an example where a student table I have given, and here you can see it's another table which gives references to the first table. Here you can see primary key is given, and here this is another table primary key, which is the foreign key of first table. We already know that primary key has a unique records. We declare as a primary key in table which who has unique records and access directly, and only one records in one table. Now, when we talk about alternate key, that key which is eligible for primary key, but we couldn't consider as it primary key. And now, when we talk about foreign key is a primary key of another table which is covered in first table to the difference of another table. When we talk about attributes, it's not a key, but it's a column name which has not covered in foreign key, alternate key or primary key. Here you can see main characteristics of primary key, which is uniquely identify each records. Due to higher accessing and correct accessing, we need to declare a primary key which accurately find the data values. Now, when we talk about alternate key, main characteristics, it has it's eligible for primary key but not considered in a primary key. I have already told to you. Then we talk about foreign key. Foreign key is a foreign key that likes another table primary key which is given reference to the first table to decrease the data redundancy. Now when we move to the next slide. Here you can see transactions and ACID property. ACID property, A stands for atomicity. In this function, we see all operations in a transaction are completed successfully or not. It's when we use transaction flow, we can understand here how the transaction flow works. Firstly, we need to create a transaction where transaction starts and initiates and begin. Now, execute operations where perform read-write operations. Then move to the commit where all changes are saved permanently. If find any errors while committing, then it will be gives rollback, which undo all changes which have committed. Now, the next is consistency. In this property, a transaction brings the database from one valid state to another state. It carries the database from one state to another. You can see already seen here how the transaction flow works and how consistency matters in it. Now you can see isolation. It's a concurrent access. Been already told in properties where in DBMS we use multiple changes at the same time at the same table, which is due to isolation and consistency. Now when we talk about durability, it means if a transaction already committed, its change are permanently saved, and even its case of failure, it may be failed, but it will be saved due to durability. Now how ACID and transaction matters and why matters? It's ensure reliability, consistency, and safe processing of data, and even in case of error, failure, or concurrent access. Thank you. That's all from my side. Now Sanjeet will explain further slide.
Now we already covered the traditional database file system and RDBMS. Now it's time to understand modern databases to grasp future technologies. Have you wondered when Google or GPT how understand our intent rather than just matching the words? This is done using semantic search. Whenever a query arrives to vector database convert this query to embeddings and the embeddings is nothing. It's a list of floating point number. When a query arrives, it is find using HNSW, hierarchical navigable small one algorithm, and when we found it, then embedding model will convert these embeddings into a real query and then give it to the users. That's how the modern technology understand users query rather than just matching the words. Now about NoSQL databases. It is a type of databases that stores data in a document, graphs, or key value pairs, and it is used whenever we want a flexible schema, when we want to change the schema time to time. In conclusion, RDBMS is a scaling way of managing database. It is the foundation of all the modern databases. Thank you. This is all from our side.